Welcome back and thanks for coming. This is Chunk Hunter, my Chunk Locked Ultimate Ironman. Last time, we were able to unlock a new chunk, even though it wasn't very accessible, by killing over 8,000 men and women and 4,000 goblins to complete some beginner clues. Now, because I'm an ultimate, I really need the inventory space, so I'm actually going to drop everything that's not the steel plate legs. I don't really need the iron pickaxe, because it's not that much better than the bronze pickaxe, and I've got nothing to mine at the moment. Even though I've unlocked a mine, I've got no way of getting there. So I thought I'd do some fletching and woodcutting just whilst I figure out what to do next for my new grind, and I was able to get 54 fletching, which is not too bad at all. Right, so for the plan for this grind is I'm going to be getting up my cooking experience. So I don't want every single grind to be the same. I want my cooking and farming to go up. I also kind of want to do my crafting in this grind as well. So I want to get my crafting to a reasonable level. The plan here was to go to the potato fields and grab a full inventory of potatoes and then note them on the leprechaun. Then I can go to the bank, unnote them at the bank, and then run down and cook them on the range, now having completed Cook's Assistant. I thought this would be a really good idea because the distance between the range and the bank is quite small, and it'd be fun to experience that kind of unnoting thing. You can't cook potatoes on an open fire for some reason, so that's why I had to do it this way. And because they require level 7 to cook, I thought they would give more experience than beef and chicken. And boy was I wrong. Whilst doing this, I'm also getting some farming XP. So now I'm level 3 farming. I kind of want to get my farming to 15 at some point, because then when I do my woodcutting, I should be able to plant the acorns that I get. So as you can see from this map, I actually can access the chunk that I unlocked, even though I'm saying that it's not really accessible, because there is a sliver of field that I can get, and there's this tiny little entranceway to the northeast of South Varrock, which will get me into the mine. But it's really the only thing that I can access at the moment. Okay, so after a while, I realized my error. So I'd picked up nearly 500 potatoes before I realized that cooking a potato on a range gives you 15 XP, whilst cooking beef or chicken from a cow on anything gives you 30 XP. So I just collected, 483 potatoes, minus the inventory, for half the XP I could have gotten whilst killing cows and chickens. Absolutely ridiculous. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the bank. This is why you should always check, really. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the bank and cook all these potatoes, and then get the XP from that, and then we're going to start the next grind. 14 cooking. Again, I'm going to show you a montage of me getting some levels in a bit, but I am burning a lot of these potatoes. And on the final inventory of potatoes, I got 24 cooking. Not too bad, honestly, for a big stack of potatoes. But as you can see, we're only 48,000 into our chunk experience until we get the new one. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and start our crafting grind. Now, this is a thoroughly miserable experience, because what we have to do is we have to go into the sheep pens with our shears and get a full inventory of 14 wool, and then spin them in the wheel in Lumbridge. And each wool gives 2.5 experience, and I need to get to 10 before I can do something else with better XP rates. So it's going to take me a few hours, honestly, to get this done, especially since I can't access the entire field. I can only access a small area of the field. And then we make them into wool. And as you can see, it's 2.5 experience each time, and it is slow. So I'll need to spin 462 wool into balls of wool before I'm level 10. That is so unfortunate. Okay, so we got the Prison Pete event. I don't get many good random events, but this is absolutely definitely one of them. The Prison Pete random event gives you the best rewards of any random event, barring the Dunce and Genie. And what did we get this time? We got fucking Lore Runes. Unbelievable. That is so lucky. We got Lore Runes. Okay, so Lore Runes are massive for this account, because we want to complete Druidic Ritual early on. We want to get access to Herb Lore. We want to be able to do that. And I'm so excited, because that means that if I get my magic up to level 37 magic, I can teleport to Falador. And then because of the weighting system on the wheel, where it's kind of more based off of localization, so it's easier to move around the same area you are. So if I'm able to get to Falador, I'm able to get to the areas to complete Druidic Ritual much faster. So this is absolutely huge for the account. So now we kind of change how we work. We're still going to get 10 crafting, but after we get 10 crafting, we're going to train magic. And after a while, I was able to get 10 crafting, and that was a miserable experience. One of the worst things I've done. Right, so now we are 10 crafting. We're going to kill cows, and we're going to kill cows with our magic. We don't have a staff, so we have to manually do all of the spells so that we can get it up to 37. I think I'm going to run out of runes at some point, which means I'm going to have to drop trade the magic tutor. But again, this is a massive goal for the account, because if I can get 37 magic before we get the 300k XP drop, that means that I might be able to get the Falador on the wheel and get closer to our goal of completing Druidic Ritual. So here we are, we're going to be killing cows for a while. It's going to be slow going, and it's going to be very click intensive. I have to cast Wind Strike or Earth Strike or whatever nearly 5,000 times manually to get to 37 magic. So it's going to be a really long grind. But here we are with our first inventory of beef. We're going to turn it into sinew, but you didn't know you can burn sinew. But then we're going to spin it into crossbow strings. Drop it, and then start the process again. It gives 15 experience per crossbow string, so it's way better than wool. And look at these levels fly. I mean, it actually took ages. I'm really speeding through this. And now we are running out of runes as well. We're down to earth runes. I used all my fire runes. Okay, so we got the Quizmaster random event during this grind. Brilliant. So last time we had the Quizmaster event, I think we got like a cabbage or something ridiculous. So let's see what we get this time. Oh my god, we got the fucking Mithril Scimitar as well. This 300k is so fucking lucky. Oh my days. Oh my god, I'm so excited. This is the only way I can get an upgrade to my weapon, Mithril Scimitar, from this box, unless I complete some sort of easy clue or something. But that is not happening. And I absolutely cannot believe it. We got the Mithril Scimitar. I'm so excited. I mean, you can see from this clip, right? I'm just running around the entirety of Lumbridge. I'm just so excited. It's going to speed up any melee combat grind massively, and it's going to be my best in slot for ages. So I was so excited, I thought I'd go talk to my buddy old pal Hans to find out how long it took me to get a Mithril Scimitar, and it's about 3 days and 30 minutes. That is a lot of time to get that. Thank you, buddy. Did you enjoy playing RuneScape today? Yes, I did. 23 magic and 16 crafting. So I went back to killing men so that I can get better runes. As you can see, I've run out of fire and earth runes, and it does give better XP rates. I'm going to be training my attack until 50, and then I'm going to be training my defense until 50. I'm going to try and get that up as much as possible. Because as soon as I get to 40 defense, I can use U shields. But I do require 72 fletching to get U shields. All clues, and obviously I can't complete any of them. And that's 50 attack, so let's go on to defense. Ooh, another mystery box. Oh. Okay, whatever. So this is a typical inventory. I've got a few fire runes, and I've got a few earth runes, and a bunch of herbs, which is really good. For farming is Chunk Hunter. Hi-yah! 35 defense. Shout out to Rich XP, who said that he would never do a Chunk Locked Ironman. Legend. Thanks, Prison Pete, for my diamonds, brother. 33% of the way there. Nice. Ooh, another mystery box. Ooh, a clue. And I can't do it. 40 defense. Shout out to Wawa Terry, who thought I was Limpwort, but I am not Limpwort, but he wished me luck. So this is my best in slot for magic, and I'm just going to be using the runes until I'm 37, honestly. I just want to get 37 magic and get that locked down, then I can do whatever afterwards. 20 crafting, and now I can cut the sapphires. So for this maze event, I was desperate for runes, so I opened all the chests along the way, and I was not rewarded. 34 magic, just 3 more to go. Hey, I got some flax from a beekeeper event. Nice. I'm now going to train my ranged, because I thought, may as well, I've got flax. 5 ranged, so now I can use an oak bow. There's Chad. 10 ranged, 15 ranged, and that's 20 ranged. Shout out to Rich XP who came back again. What a legend. I really do appreciate when people come say hello. That's 35 magic, just 2 more to go. Okay, so right at the end of the day, I was able to get 2 easy clue steps. So I was like, oh, okay, well, let's just do this, because it was like 11 o'clock at night. I had work in the morning. So I thought, just hand them in. And I was able to get the easy casket. And I cannot tell you how excited I was. This grind has been so lucky. I've been given the lore runes, I've been given the mithril sword, and I've been given an easy clues casket. I could not be luckier on this grind. Shout out to Rich XB again, who got his defense cape. And we wish him luck on his Inferno grind. What a legend. Another mystery box. Ooh, that's an upgrade, that's an upgrade. Look at this. You ever seen the chattiest man in RuneScape? And we finally hit level 37 magic. That took us 190k experience to do, but totally worth it. We can now travel to Faldor. So I'm just going to try and get the rest of the experience in the cow pens, getting my defense up, and getting my crafting up. I think that's probably the best way to go. 25 cooking. Ooh, more flax. So we still need to get our fletching up so that we can make U-shield. So I may as well do that for the rest of the grind because it's quite pretty fast XP, and I'm so excited that I've got these kind of like upgrades to the account that I want to get the new chunk and see what we get. And after these levels, we're finally here. So really excited. We obviously got some really good upgrades to the account. We got some easy clue casket. We got the mithril sim. We got the steel plate body and plate legs, and the creme de la creme, the 9 lore runes. We got a pretty good stack of herbs too as well. Honestly, it was a really fun 300k this one because, you know, the luck was just rolling in. But I know they're not all going to be like this, but this one was a particularly fun one. So I've decided the new thing to prove that I'm definitely unlocking the new chunk from the wheel. I am going to spin the wheel and get the XP as the wheel is spinning. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the chunk now that I want to get the XP from, and then I'm going to spin the wheel and get the XP to avoid the issue we had last time. Okay, so we're going to move to the new chunk. What we're going to move to the north of Lumbridge chunk because we still want to get the South Varrock chunk so that you can get the Chaos Druids and better access to runes. And they have like staffs and stuff, so I wouldn't have to manually do another 5,000 casts of anything. So now we're here. We're with our friend the Leprechaun. Let's spin the wheel. Oh my god, we got the Falador chunk. This grind has been so fucking lucky, honestly. I just don't get it. I'm going to have really bad luck later down the line. But this Falador chunk is so great, honestly. I cannot explain to you how much this means to me. It's so cool. The reason I love this account so much is because it's very, very different to a lot of what other people are doing. In RuneScape, you're not just limited to walking around the map, you're able to teleport to places. You can get teleports from spellbooks, you can get teleports from minigames. So why are some Chunk Locked players limiting themselves to just the areas around them? If you got the magic level, teleport away. We've also unlocked this new tune. So I opened the easy casket when I got to Falador. I was so excited. And honestly, I was so excited about getting to Falador that I completely forgot to take down the wheel, so you can't see it. But you can see in the chat box, I examined them. I got a black axe and a black full helm, which is an upgrade to both my head and axe slot. It's so good. And because I'm going to be doing a lot of fletching and woodcutting down the line, that's a really big upgrade to my inventory. So you can see here, I'm going to set my next goal to 300k from here, which is 1.3 mil total XP. So thank you very much for watching. Next time, we're going to be exploring Falador and seeing what we can provide. And I doubt anybody's going to explore Falador as much as we are, honestly. Thank you very much for watching, and bless this account.